What is this?
You can make it do anything you want.
No way. You can record on it?
Found sound.
That's so cool. Oh my God. That's a great. I should get this for Zach. Who?
And
Who's Trent?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, really good.
I have pregnancy brain, sorry.
Who is Trent?
Oh, it's okay.
Ooh, there it is. Okay. Cool. That works. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
No. She's like, yeah, I've been ready for 20 minutes.
No, it's been fine. I don't have anywhere to be.
Okay. Hey there, Kate. How you doing?
Hi.
That's it. We haven't done this in a while.
I know.
It's been a little while.
I've been gone.
You've been gone. What have you been doing?
Honestly, I can't remember what I did yesterday. No, like, I feel like every weekend I've been, like, I did a show in Austin.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still tired from that, I feel like. It was
What
like
was
the first week.
What kind of show?
It's like, I was, like, selling. So
Oh, yeah.
it was, like, vintage market days kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Vintage Market Day.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Dripping Springs.
Oh, it's a pretty place.
Yeah. Is that, like, the event center?
Not like you got to see any of it or anything. You know, you're
Well, I mean,
stuck in the event center.
well, the event center, well, let me rewind. The ranch park.
Mhm.
So it was on dirt, like where horses are.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Dirt where horses are. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I was, like, allergy ridden.
Oh, yeah. I bet that did suck.
I was on dirt floors. So,
Because
like,
you've got some pretty good allergies.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, one morning I woke up and it looked like I had been, like, socked in the face. And, like,
That does
yeah,
suck.
it was really
I'm
funny.
So sorry.
But it was a good show. So,
Yeah. You did well?
yeah.
Good.
My mom came and helped me because
Ah.
there's no way I could have done it by myself.
Good for her. She's such a she's really good support for you.
Oh, yeah. I,
Yeah.
like, couldn't, like, live without my mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Huh. So how is pre-motherhood? How's that
Good.
treating you?
fine. We just got a bed frame.
Oh.
So I'm finally sleeping in bed
Oh, that's nice.
because I can actually, like, be comfortable.
You were sleeping on the floor before? Or what?
The couch.
The couch. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. So there's that. We have floors now.
I told you this morning that your bar is very low.
My bar is very low.
Because you said I haven't thrown up in a while, so that was, I was like,
I
oh,
know,
great.
you're like,
That's
how
a-
you been? Haven't
that's
thrown
a-
up in a while.
That's a really low bar, but
Yeah.
okay, good.
But there will be times where, like, I think I've told you this. I'll just be walking through the house. And I'll just go,
Oh,
like, and it's just,
neat.
you know, and then everyone just is like,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I promise I didn't throw up. I just had to do it.
What is it, like a scent that you come across? Or
No, it's
just a feeling.
I
huh?
can feel it. And it's like, if I heave for a second, then my body goes, you're good.
Wow.
Yeah,
How odd.
I know. It's
Hmm.
so weird.
So did I tell you we've got two that, so we've got one coming December 23rd.
Oh my gosh.
And then one coming in March.
I thought you only had one coming. Now you have two.
Guess what?
Well,
Yeah,
awesome.
I've got two coming. So.
That's great.
Yeah, so we'll have I will be
A Christmas baby.
super old and have 3 grandchildren. How about that?
That's great. Are you excited?
I am to a certain extent. You know, well, what I'm saying is, I mean, I'm excited,
Yeah.
right? But
I feel like you're very young to be a grandparent.
yeah, thank you.
I know it's great. I'm like big on that.
Yeah,
Like, because it's like,
I mean, these kids are 25, 26. You know?
yeah.
And anyway, I'm excited. I just I wish some of them had their act together a little bit more
Okay.
before they did it.
Well,
but you know,
maybe
I know.
this
I
will,
know. I get
yeah.
it. I get it.
Because
That's what I
it-
keep being told.
because apparently, like, a week before I told my parents. My mom was like, "Yeah, I don't think she's ready."
Oh,
Told
really?
my sister-in-law or something.
Oh my
so,
goodness.
you know.
Yeah.
But now she thinks I'm ready. So
See, I don't think of you as not ready. I mean,
I feel like
you're
I'm
a business owner.
Yeah, and I'm also like 80 years old in my mind.
Right.
Like my mom calls me an old soul.
Yeah.
I've been 80 since I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I'm just like, go out, I'll go to sleep.
Sure. Well, you do like your live music and stuff
Yeah,
like that, though.
I haven't gone. Well,
Last one you went to was what? It was that big one.
Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Huh.
Chili Peppers, and then we're going to see. Well, we have tickets to see Dead and Company, the last hurrah.
Yeah.
3 weeks after the baby's due. So.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. My lovely husband of mine is like, "Oh, you'll be fine." I'm like, "You have no idea."
He doesn't have any idea.
Yeah.
No.
So I have a ticket. I doubt I will be going. My mom was like, "If you for some reason think you can go, I'll come watch the baby." And I was like, "Yeah, right."
3 weeks that's rough.
Yeah, and then Chili Peppers come again to Texas in May, but it's the same tour.
Buy live music. No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, I'm like, but in February we're going to see Trixie and Katya live, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
I bought those tickets. It was a COVID fog moment, so I was stuck in quarantine in our guest room, and I was bored, so I just spent lots of money buying myself and being like, "Come on, you're going with me." Tickets and. He was like, "I was going to get you those for Christmas." And I was like, "Well, the good seats would have been sold out by then."
Yeah.
So I went ahead and bought them. He was like, "Great."
It's like Merry Christmas.
Yeah. He was like, "Cool."
You need to invest in like a little tiny pair of those noise canceling headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
That way you can strap them to your baby and take them with you.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
The
not
baby
blow
will be
their
like
head
a chest rider for
sure.
sure.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That with the little headphones.
Yeah. Be cute.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else changed since I saw you last? We had a Christmas party.
Yeah, and I was deathly ill.
Oh,
I should
sorry.
have texted you.
Nah, don't worry about it. It was one of those things where it was like, if you can make it, great. If you can't, we totally understand. Because I am that person that I best laid plans, but then day of, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to.
Well, it's like right now I'm trying to do all like I want to do as much as I can because I know when baby comes, it's not going to really be a reality.
And give me the due date again.
May 1st.
May.
Well,
okay.
Roughly.
I got you. Yeah.
They don't.
They're like, if it doesn't come May, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Nope. Cancel it.
Money back, please.
Return.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I've been trying to do everything, and like I've been sick, and it's just been a rough time for me. But hopefully, at least I'm not throwing up in my front yard anymore.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure your neighbors appreciate it too.
Totally.
Like, oh, time to get the paper. She's throwing up again.
Yeah, there's like, there she is.
So you brought in this old radio, which when I say old, this is probably 80s, I would think.
I think
right?
so. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is a.
It'll probably have on the back.
Yeah, it's so dark in here. I don't know.
Here, I have a flashlight. Did you know there's a flashlight on the phone?
Flashlight on the phones? What the? When did these kids get so smart? There's not a date on.
Really?
There.
Usually they have like a copyright or like a.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Model. Yeah.
It's so old they didn't have to.
Wait, let me do my little Google image search.
So it is a. You're gonna take a picture of it and figure it out?
Yeah. Have you never done that?
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, I have to teach you some things.
I wonder what happens if you take a picture of yourself and do a Google image search.
Don't know.
They go old person.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Wow, that's quick.
Vintage General Electric 3-5206B battery operated AM/FM radio cassette recorder.
It has direct on-air recording.
On air, so like
in
live.
Quotes, on air.
On air.
It also is a traveler's information station.
What a traveler's information
That's what it
station.
says.
So you can carry it. Was that for like carrying it in your car if something was? Like,
yeah, I think because it has a handle. I think that's really the only reason it's a traveler's information station.
It's a boombox.
It's a handle and it gets radio.
Interesting.
It's so cool though. Like, there's a function thing on the top. Radio off.
Yeah.
/tape, FM, AM.
Okay.
There's min, max, volume, stop button, play button, fast forward, rewind, record button. You have to press play and record to record at the same time.
I can't find the
It's just so cool looking. So I can remember my grandfather.
I like this.
Yeah, it's got the big antenna.
Oh
yeah.
That's pretty. Well, no,
yeah.
I feel like they got taller.
You can break that off and whip somebody with it.
Yeah, it's like a police baton.
I used to have a cousin that anytime we got into a fight, he would reach over for the nearest car antenna and just break it off and go after people with it.
No way.
Yep.
Aren't car antennas screwed on now?
Yeah.
Like you can just unscrew them?
Well, he would just like get it off of the car and whack.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he would have to sit there and go like.
Yeah, he was pretty quick with it.
Wow.
On the side, there is a 6-volt plug. So even if we don't find batteries, we can plug it in.
Okay.
There is a ear speaker.
To plug in headphones?
Which I guess it's the same thing as headphones, right? Ear speaker.
An ear speaker.
And then one that says MIC, which mic, and then another one that says REM, which.
Do you like REM, the band?
Yeah, it's a Michael Stipe microphone. That's what it is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I liked REM okay.
Yeah.
They were okay.
They're fine.
Some of their stuff's really good. I like Superman, that song. I am super. You know that song? You know what
Not a huge, about. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan.
I was not a big, like, Happy Shiny People, is that them? Yeah, right? Yeah. I was not a big fan of a lot of the stuff they released on MTV because it felt like they changed a lot.
Yeah.
When they were on IRS records and they were doing like their alt music stuff, they were better.
Yeah.
You know, but they got popular. I mean, it happens. You know?
Yeah,
that's what you hope happens, I guess, if you're a band.
Well, it's just like sorry, who is calling me? Someone from here.
You need to answer it?
No, it's okay. Okay. Because then you'll be like, let me hear it. Put it on the speaker.
No, we don't have to do that.
What's like in the new like Wednesday show on Netflix?
Yeah.
It's like the Cramps are now big again.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
And it's like mainstream big. And they weren't. I mean, they were big in their bubble.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
They were one of those mid-sized big bands. Yeah. Right? Because they were very like still underground type stuff.
Where people were like, if you said their band name, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of them." But I remember like
Cramps, Misfits, all of those guys.
Misfits, one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they were all in that same kind of level, Not and REM was there at one time, but then they exploded.
Yeah.
Thanks MTV, you ruined everything. Okay, so we've run into a bit of a problem.
A conundrum.
We ran out of tapes.
I have 2.
You have 2. And I have some on the way. The person who is getting me the tapes is unreliable.
That's okay.
No, it's fine. He just forgot about them. He's got a whole box that he picked up somewhere. So
cool.
Yeah,
and I have some at my parents in the back of my dad's storage. Haven't been down there to get them.
I just need to be better about keeping an eye out, But I will put a call out to anybody here that is listening to this. If you've made it this far, congratulations.
Made it this far,
number 1.
We applaud you.
But we would love to have some tapes.
Yeah. You can drop them off.
You want to send them this way? You can drop them off. We're at 1129 Webster Avenue in Waco, Texas. Drop them off at my front step. I don't care.
Yeah.
And you can also email us at info@roguemedianetwork.com. So,
if you're not from here, you can mail them to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then email us.
Send me an email and we'll figure it out.
Well, yeah.
I'll pay to have them shipped. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as
it's media mail.
1 million tapes or whatever. Oh, it's true. It is media mail. It's cheap.
Yeah. Send them media mail for those of you that don't understand that.
Media mail.
Just go, I need to send these media mail, please.
I told you how I used to ship out all those DVDs, right?
No.
Yeah. So like I used to own 3 little video stores.
Oh, yeah.
And then I took all the stuff home and started shipping it out as part of the service. Kind of like it was before Netflix was really shipping all their stuff out.
You're ahead of the game.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Wow.
But I was shipping all these things out all over the country and
expecting them to be returned?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They were. It was part of a bigger service that I had gotten roped into, which it was a great idea because what it did is it used mom and pop video stores all over the country as their shipping hubs.
That's true.
So it was great when those things existed. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
you don't have
true.
to. You don't have to pay to make your shipping warehouses and all that stuff. They didn't know that I didn't have a store open anymore, and so they were like, "Are you shipping these from your house?" And, yeah. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Well, okay, whatever. Like, I don't think it mattered though. I mean, it's not like. But I would, those big mail tubs.
Mm-hmm. I love those things.
At least one of those full every day is what I would ship out.
That's wow.
It was a lot. Yeah,
it was all media mail.
All media mail, but we had special mailers and all that stuff
yeah.
too. Yeah. Kind of like a Netflix thing. But, the problem with that is you're an independent small business, and if you get 10 of them broken in a week, well, screw you, buddy. I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
Going and finding them. I had deals with all the pawn shops around here, so I would go buy like bulk DVDs, because they would usually have them for, I don't know, somewhere between $3 and $5 a piece.
Yeah.
And I would buy a bunch, and I'd buy them like at $1 a piece. So I'd go in and I'd buy 200 DVDs from them or whatever, But then I have to come back and put them all in the system and all that stuff. So anyway, that lasted about a year and a half, and then I went, "Ooh, no, thank you." And
was it lucrative at the time? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. It was all right.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was just so sick of having the stores because of employees and all the crap and the taxes and all the stuff.
Oh yeah.
That I was happy to just be home and doing something. So
no, totally.
That's what I did.
Wow.
And I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, there you go. There's that.
We were talking about media mail.
Yeah, media mail. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. There was my husband told me a story about a friend of his used to sell like T-shirts or something, and would always like put a VHS tape in
so he could send media mail.
Yeah. And then if they ever were like, you can't send this, he's like, I wrapped this old gross T-shirt around the video cassette so it wouldn't.
There's a lot of ways to get around
wouldn't get broken.
Yeah. Or you can just say it's media mail until they catch you.
Well, that's what he
that's
what he would do, and he got I think caught or something, and was like,
yeah.
He was like, no, I'm just protecting them.
But it's not like there's any penalty or anything. They just go, no, you can't send it this way. That's the only thing that happens.
Yeah.
So I mean, why not?
Yeah. It's like, okay.
And I think, why is there a difference?
I don't know. I saw something, and it was a long time. It was probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was someone like got old books and cut the centers out and would like ship stuff and be like, oh, it's media mail.
Sure. Yeah.
And just cut the centers out.
I can see that.
I was like,
but I'm just asking from like the post office standpoint, why is there
They're
a difference?
losing so much money, so they have to get every.
I don't understand them. Their model stinks.
Yeah. Did I see that Jeff Bezos is going to try to buy it?
I'd say at one time there was a talk.
There was a talk about that.
Yeah, he would just buy the mail, which is crazy.
That's insane. Like, that's wild.
All right, who's buying electricity? Who's buying mail?
I know.
Who's buying air?
Well, I mean, like now we have Elon Musk running Twitter, so
that's a whole thing.
Yeah, it is.
I'm very invested in it though. Like I check it every day to see what is going on.
Me too.
Because I just want to
see what happens overnight.
Yeah. Not necessarily agree with his politics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. But the guy does kind of win, so I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
The fact that he's selling off all their furniture and all this other stuff, I'm just like, it probably needed to be done. Like he eliminated free meals at Twitter, and he got rid of a bunch of people that they didn't need.
He's like saving the company a bunch of money.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like, and he has the money just to like trash all the furniture, but he's like, no, I can just auction it off, sell it. Even if he makes pennies on the dollar, pay something.
I think what's going to end up happening is he's going to get it down to bare bones, and then he's going to move it to Texas.
Yeah.
Where he'll
move it to
do
Austin,
it a lot cheaper.
And he'll probably partner with Google because a lot of Google is in Austin.
Like that, sure.
And, it's.
Plus, he's already building his weird tunnels around here.
Is he here?
Yeah. He built a tunnel somewhere around San Antonio, I think.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, he's doing these weird tunnels.
Well, I know he did the one in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got one in San Marcos or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's got tunnels all over the place, but nobody knows why.
Yeah, let him do his thing, I guess.
Evil supervillain, though, right?
You know the evil supervillain from Powderpuff Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah.
But ends up sometimes doing an okay job, like the guy with Powderpuff Girls.
Him is what the name of that guy was.
And storm, make no exception.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
just in time. Too deep, God knows, just in time.
Wasn't it? It was the devil looking thing?
Yeah, I think
it was
so.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I really liked Powderpuff Girls. I thought it was a good show.
Great show.
Yeah.
It was a great show. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of really good.
That's one of those would be really tough to do live action.
Oh, yeah. And
because of the stylized animation.
I saw something, and someone was interviewing Steve Carell for The Patient.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you think if, there was if they did an Office reboot now and they did it word for word? He goes, would make it one episode.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Because think about the first episode. The first episode is Diversity Day.
Yeah.
Or like the second episode, whatever it is. And you couldn't do that.
No.
No way.
There's like
super canceled.
Yeah, it's like Angela and Pam. And they do, it's like Office Ladies. It's a podcast where they do and they talk about that. They're like, it is crazy that Diversity Day was like in the first season, early episode.
And it still made it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have an open mind, the point they're making in the show is valid.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just read headlines these days, so they don't get past whatever the content is.
Right. Just like going back to Twitter, selling verified check marks.
Absolutely. He's fixing to turn that back on.
Oh no.
That's what I read.
Well, didn't that the insulin situation where they
Man, here's the thing, right?
It's like the false information thing is the
I get it. I get it. I think he's just letting all the stuff bubble to the top,
and then
somebody can solve it.
Yeah.
Because that is a problem with insulin. I mean, they got all over that pharma bro for buying up all the AIDS drugs and then jacking up the price 500 times. Well, guess what? Moderna was already doing it, or whoever it was, is already doing it with insulin. Nobody was getting on them because they're a big corporation. They're not one guy who says, I'm doing it for the money, that kind of thing.
And then they're like, oh, it's free. And then they're like, their stock just plummeted. They
plummeted.
They lost so much money.
And then they came back a few days later and they were like, well, we might need to adjust our pricing model. Yeah, no kidding, man.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Insulin's something people need to live. Yeah, that'd be great.
Heaven forbid.
Yeah.
It's like everyone right now, I think, is trying to get the last dollar on everything.
Man, you're not kidding.
And
we went to a little Mexican restaurant last night to eat in our little town where we live, and they had a sticker on the front of the menu that says our prices have increased. And I'm like, do they really need to put the sticker? And my wife had a good point. She's like, yeah, probably, because all these people come in and they're just bitching about the fact that their taco cost another 50 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to get ahead of it, which I see that. I get it. But, I mean, people calm down just a little bit.
I know.
You know?
It's like,
I understand things are more expensive now.
Yeah.
But what did you think was going to happen?
Well, it's like I've cut back on going to Starbucks, obviously, because I have a baby in me.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I go and I get like a chai tea and all that stuff.
Right.
In like the past 2 months, the price has gone up 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
6 times. And it's like 17 cents every time.
It does seem to feel like, or it does tend to feel like they're just doing it because they can right now.
Chick-fil-A went up on their prices.
Did they?
Yeah. I know. 43 cents.
43 cents.
Yeah.
But think about how much that makes them across the board.
Exactly.
17 cents for Starbucks.
There was
maybe they can clean the bathrooms.
My dad, I think, knew at some point a owner of one of the franchises of a Chick-fil-A, and it's one of the highest producing Chick-fil-A's in the state.
Yeah, it's printing money.
Oh my dad, when he told me how much it brings in, I was like, can we buy a Chick-fil-A?
That's why they do it the way they do. You have to go and work for them for like a year or whatever, and then they assign you a store wherever the hell they assign you a store. They don't even give you a chance to choose. You're just like, hey, they're building one in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You're like, oh, I'll take it. I'm moving my whole family to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah,
because it's the money is. Yeah. You can't not do it.
Yeah.
You'd be dumb to be like, no, never mind.
When was the last time you saw Chick-fil-A go out of business?
Exactly.
It just doesn't happen. I mean, you see Wendy's go out of business. You see McDonald's close down sometimes.
Yeah.
You see Burger King definitely close down sometimes.
Yeah.
Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, not so much. They're building another Starbucks right here at 18th Street. Do you see that?
What?
Yeah, like as you get off the highway on 18th Street, it's right there.
But then there's one right there on.
Yep.
What?
There's going to be one in your house before you know it.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
There's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, lots of coffee.
So I found out that I have an iron deficiency. And not only do I have an iron deficiency, but apparently caffeine keeps you from absorbing iron in things. And I drink a lot of coffee. And so I've been getting these real bad shakes. You know, like almost like I was having withdrawals or something. And I thought I'd really screwed stuff up, since I stopped drinking and all that.
Right.
But apparently it's just iron.
Can you do decaf?
I don't want it.
But it
tastes weird to me. I just don't. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some iron pills. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Either that or I'll die. One or the other, but it'll be fine.
What kind of capsule is your iron pill in, or is it a hard pill?
It's a hard pill. And let me just tell all these iron pill makers, you don't have to make them brown.
Okay, so my mom's
they're so gross looking.
One of my mom's childhood best friends.
Yeah.
They're still really good friends now. She says, you have to like check your pills like that you take. Hard pills and pills that aren't like plant-based, like the capsule, if it's like plastic. She's a mortician.
Okay.
And so she's done a lot of autopsies.
She sees a bunch of them left
she's like,
in people.
pills just sit in your stomach.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so since then, like, I've like been taking I have a magnesium deficiency and I have a vitamin B deficiency and all this stuff. So I've been like going to like a holistic doctor to help me get some stuff that because I'm allergic to everything anyway.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that I can my body can break down. And she's like very plant-based capsules and like things like that because they actually break down. So.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
I always see like the little Tylenol capsules that have the holes in them now, where it'll like
I won't
bubble
take
out
Tylenol.
into you.
I haven't taken anything.
Really?
This whole because all the new Tylenol studies and I don't want to.
I take a buttload of Tylenol. I take all your Tylenol and my Tylenol. Yeah, take a lot.
All
right, what do we got?
Okay, so I also found these at my house too.
Oh, it's blank tape.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look. My favorite, the guy.
Yeah, it's the guy in the chair, the
Maxell.
Oh, these are gorgeous.
Aren't they awesome?
Maxell Audio Cassette High Bias XLII 90-minute. Oh, it's got the dude. It's gold. Oh,
I know.
It's just beautiful.
I know. So these were also in my. So
those should never be opened.
This recorder thing was. We bought a house and we bought all the contents of it.
Yeah.
And these empty cassettes and the recorder were in the house.
Oh, okay.
So
very cool.
Yeah, so we were actually been cleaning out the garage. We moved everything to the garage, and I was like, "Oh, I need to take these."
You have a 5-pack of TDK tapes here. There's 2 of them gone, so there's only 3 in the pack. But it's so funny to me because this tells me almost exactly when these were made.
Yeah.
Because it says CD power on them.
Yes.
So this is when CDs were overtaking cassettes, and cassettes were like, wait, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. So they put CD power. Well, no, it's not a CD. It's a cassette.
Yeah, so does the Maxell. The Maxell says the CD things on it. Yeah.
They were losing such ground.
I know.
But they're the same people. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful.
I thought they were really
gorgeous looking tapes.
Whoops.
Yeah, you good.
I'm just dropping everything left and right.
That's what we call found sound. That's what
found sound. So
we have these buttons. I think I have 4 of these things.
They're so cool.
But you push the little button and you can record whatever you want on it. We used them for a game show that we recorded, and so yeah. So I just recorded the words found sound.
That's very cool.
Okay, what do we got?
So we'll do the one that fell out of the case.
Wonderful. It's wanting to be heard.
It is.
This is a DigiTech. Oh boy, this is a low rent tape. Right here. DigiTech Low Noise, made in China, 60, 30-minute per side. It's just kind of blank. It's a black tape, black stripe, red stripe, silver stripe.
Why do I get a
You get
ball
anxious?
of anxiety because I'm like, it's copyrighted music because I have the worst luck.
If it's copyrighted music, it is. This is the way it goes here. Okay, here we go. Let's try it and see what happens. See if this even works anymore. I know it does.
Seriously.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, that's a little.
Oh, I drove by the Elvis house
Oh yeah.
in town the other day.
Did I tell you that I used to know the person whose dad owns that?
On Lasker?
The Elvis house? Yeah. We've been in it to film stuff before.
Really?
Yeah.
I drove by it because I was like, I want to buy it. It's really cute.
It's a cool house. Yeah.
It's a really cool house.
Have you been in it?
No.
Oh yeah. It's
No,
very cool.
I just drove around it like a creep.
It's got like a.
I love the screen door.
It's got like a built-in wet bar in it. Yeah.
So they like try to.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, they did it.
The Elvis screen door is the coolest part.
Oh yeah, it's all very.
And
very
like the
nice.
lions in the front, and like I was like, dang, that's a really cool house.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's a cool little house.
Yeah.
The
Neighborhood.
I made a commercial with this girl. And then she asked me to take it down because she hated it so much. So.
Oh.
That's the other side, and it's the exact same song.
Wow.
Is it just that song?
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Well,
that's okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna rewind it, and we'll see what happens there.
Oh man.
While we're doing this, I need to kind of insert an ad here.
Yeah.
Here's my ad. January 20th through the 22nd, we're doing RogueCon 23 here in town at 6 different locations. It is a creator convention. I believe we just signed a YouTuber yesterday, like a real one.
Whoa.
Where we have to put them up in a hotel and the whole thing.
That's cool.
But we'll be doing live shows, 8 hours that day. So 8 different live shows. We'll be doing demos and live music and panels and the whole thing, just like a con, a regular old con.
That's awesome.
Right here in downtown Waco. So if you need tickets to that or just want to check it out, it is RogueCon23.com. There you go. Live read.
Cool.
How about that,
I
huh?
love it.
Yeah.
Live reads are cool.
All right, let's try this.
That's
again.
exciting.
Yeah, it's going to kill me. It's the same damn song over and over. Mm-hmm. How is that?
I wonder if someone was doing a dance to it or...
Both sides?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little creepy. Maybe it was a hazing cassette tape.
Hazing.
They're just going to lock all these fraternity
Maybe,
kids in a closet, and they're just going to make them listen to it for 24 hours.
Maybe this is the one they played when they were trying to get the Branch Davidians out.
Oh, my God. Dead bunnies and this cassette tape.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dead bunnies?
Yeah,
What are you talking
the music, some of the sounds they played
were bunnies dying?
Were bunnies dying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What are you doing, Janet Reno?
Yeah.
Get the tanks.
Gosh.
So if you don't know and you're listening to this somewhere, we are around that area. They always say Waco. It wasn't Waco.
No, it was not.
But we are around that area, so we hear about it a lot.
Yeah.
I played pool with Koresh's lawyer one time.
Really?
Yeah. He was nuts, too.
My plumber for our house. Well, our house is owned by the Branch Davidians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, was?
Was.
Okay.
Yeah, in 50, they were around way before then. So like in 50 something.
Okay.
And then the city was like, wait a second, y'all are buying and building all these houses on the street. This is suspicious. And so they said, you can't have it anymore. And they took the whole neighborhood away from them and said, you go somewhere else. And then they sold it to families. And then they sold it to the family that we bought our house from.
Wow.
And yeah, they lived there since 57.
So, anything weird?
Well, it was covered in Catholic, pendants on every window, and there's holy water everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, so we watered the tree in the front yard with all the holy water.
Yep, that's all it is, over and over.
Yeah.
Well, good job, Elvis.
Have you gone out to the branch
no,
of it?
Never been out there. When that was happening, I had one of those giant satellite dish receivers in my backyard.
Yeah.
And I've always been somebody who kind of hacks stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
And so I was able to get a live feed from the news station as it came back down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just watched it 24 hours a day, just had it on. You know, we saw the whole thing.
That's crazy.
But we saw all the quiet times too. I mean, it was just nothing going on.
Yeah. We went out
so
there
that
when we
makes me
first
crazy.
moved.
It makes me crazy that I didn't know that it was the bunnies.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. We
so you went out there?
Yeah, with my sister-in-law. She came to visit, and we were like, let's go. And it was wild. There was.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did they dig up the bus?
No, it's still there.
Is it?
It's still like you can kind of still
It's in
see
that
it.
little pool kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
right? Yeah.
I have pictures of it, but they have in their like little chapel they rebuilt where the
Yeah, I know there's still plenty of them around.
yeah. The guy that wrote the book that the show was based on,
Waco.
yeah,
Waco.
he was there trying to peddle his book.
No, I don't doubt it.
And
Yeah.
we were like, "Oh,
It's
it's
got
you."
a tent set up.
Yeah, and then they were like, taking like
It's got an
donations.
affiliate code with
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah. Here's my coupon code.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, Koresh 20.
Koresh 20.
Yeah,
for 20%,
for 20% off.
That's right.
But it was crazy because they had all these like political flags.
Oh yeah.
They were like Hillary for prison and
Yeah.
like stuff, and I was like, "This is
Oh,
crazy!"
I'm
like,
sure it went very right leaning.
yeah. And then they had all these clear glass like with like pictures that they said weren't like published.
Yeah.
And it was like FBI agents posing with charred bodies.
Oh my God.
And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
You can kind of see that happening.
Yeah. And like ATF. It was like ATF
Because look at all the
agents.
stuff they dig up from war, you know,
Mm-hmm.
with the posing with the dead bodies after they. Yeah,
Oh yeah. And
the whole
it's
thing.
and it was we saw a lot of that and we were like, wow. And they were like it was interesting. It was enlightening.
Yeah.
Made me feel for him because I saw a bunch of things.
That's the thing. You know, my wife and I, we watch a lot of stuff about cults and stuff.
I love it.
I just love
I just
cult
listened to a
stuff.
huge thing about QAnon the other day.
Love
So
cult stuff.
yeah.
And we are starting a conspiracy theory show here called Libations and Revelations,
Oh, incredible.
where they drink some sort of alcohol and talk about a conspiracy theory. So,
This is
yeah.
great.
So
I
that's
love
cool,
that.
right? But anyway, we were watching the Moonies, whatever they are now. They're like the Church of Man or the Sons of Man or something like that.
Okay.
Whatever. But you know what I'm talking about when I say Moonies. So it was Sun Young Moon was this. He had a church and he would do these mass weddings. Like he would marry an entire baseball stadium full of people.
Okay.
You know, and these things.
Where is this located?
I want to say California.
Okay.
He was. He said he was the second coming of Jesus, and he had to finish Jesus' work because Jesus failed by being killed.
Oh, he failed.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, isn't that kind of the whole point?
Yeah.
That
Like,
he did that so that
yeah.
you die for your sins and all that stuff. But,
right.
But they say he failed.
He failed.
And so
Right, okay.
when Sun Young Moon,
He didn't do his job.
He didn't do it. Yeah.
No.
Punk. He's so lazy.
God.
Just laying there on that cross.
Yeah.
But when his dad, or when Sun Young Moon got sick and was passing, he had this ceremony where he gave all the power to his son. Like you can see like this picture where he's putting hands on his head.
Yes.
You know, brrr, giving you all the power.
Yeah, totally.
And so now his son, totally nuts. He is big on the AK-40 or the AR-15s. You bring an AR-15 with you to church?
No.
Yep. He wears a crown of bullets. Yeah. He gives all the kids little AR-15s. They all pose with the AR-15s.
That's so scary.
Oh, it's crazy. It's nuts.
And this is still happening in California?
Well, I don't know if it's still happening. This was a couple of years old.
Because I feel like in California they would be like, no.
No. I think it's Florida now.
Of course.
Which makes total sense. Yeah, I think it's in Florida.
They're taking over
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh
We got to
my-
defend ourselves from them gators
Yeah, from them gators.
and them libtards. So,
God.
yeah, it's been just super enlightening to watch that stuff.
Wow.
I want to see longer versions of these things, though.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The things we've been watching are, I don't know, they're about 45 minutes or something like that, and it feels very condensed. I want to see the whole thing. Yeah. But the reason I bring that up is it was followed by 2 shows that just featured people that survived or left these cults.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
NXIVM was
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
NXIVM.
them, where they branded them and
Yeah.
stuff. And then
Wild.
when you turn the brand sideways, it's just the guy's initials.
Yeah. And the girl from
and the girl.
what was that show?
Yeah, an actress. I can't remember
that
what
blonde
she's
girl
from.
from Oh my gosh, where he was Superman.
Yep.
Whatever.
Lois and Clark?
No, it was not Supernatural. Smallville.
Smallville.
Yeah.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got in big trouble too. Yeah, it's a big deal. But anyway, these survivors were talking, and you said you felt sorry for those folks, or felt more for them having been there. And the reporter made a really good point. She goes, all of you had said nobody joins a cult.
Yeah.
You join a movement or a church or a whatever, and then it's like a frog being boiled. It just happens around you. It just starts to envelop you, and all of a sudden you're in a cult. You don't realize it. And so that's the thing I think we lose on a lot of that stuff is they're just human beings. They're just looking for something.
Yeah.
So
I have a
looking
cousin.
for belonging.
I think I have a cousin who is falling into a cult currently.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be a fun show.
Yeah.
Just see how this develops.
Yeah. I'll keep you posted. Pretty interesting. I'm watching it all unravel on Facebook.
What kind of cult?
Don't know. Positivity?
Positivity.
So I don't know what it's called.
That's a good, that's all of them start with that big generic thing.
They're you can't have anything negative in your life.
Yeah.
And so the whole family got pushed out. It's like, you're negative.
That's it. That'll do it.
What?
It's there's like these 3 markers, right, for a cult. Get rid of your family, give us all your possessions, love only this one person.
Yep.
Those are the 3 things. If those 3 things happen, guess what? You're in a cult.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
And the psychology behind it's really interesting. And half the time it's people who had they didn't believe in anything anyway, or
or just
we're down on their luck, or we're searching for something, and it's just like, it sucks that you've met the wrong person.
Yep. The other thing, and then we'll play one more time, and then we'll get out of here. But the other thing is, as I watch this, I grew up very, very Baptist, like Southern Baptist.
Same.
Had to go to a Baptist school, the whole thing, right?
Okay, I didn't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as I'm watching this, I'm like, yep, we did that. Yep, we did that. Yep. Oh, wait a minute, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
But, I'm like, oh, we got 4 out of the 5, or something.
Yeah.
You just don't realize it. You don't realize it. I mean, I hated it the whole time, but my parents were very much swept up into whatever this guy said.
Yeah.
So
I grew up Baptist.
We were just this far from making corn husk dolls and selling them on the street, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I liked it because it was like all my friends went to church.
Well, that's it,
and
right?
I was just like, this is where I can hang out with my friends.
It's your whole universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ends up being your whole universe.
Yeah, and it was just like,
we went to church, I think, 5 times a week.
Okay, that's
in addition to me going to that Baptist school every day.
I feel like that was not Southern Baptist.
Well, it was, but it was just way overboard.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, it would be Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, Tuesday, maybe Thursday for visitation. Maybe it's 4 times a week. But yeah, there you go.
What is visitation?
Where you go to people's house. Can I tell you the good news?
That is a Jehovah's Witness.
Well, we didn't have a magazine. We didn't have the Watchtower. Wow. But yeah, they good visitation. You organize and take a bus, go out to a neighborhood or whatever. And
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Then I went to Baptist Light Church. Yeah.
Well, we were head over heels, we were just in it. My dad was a deacon, the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay, go to church, cool. Try not to fall asleep.
Yep.
And then we talk to our best friends and go, where are we going for lunch?
Right.
Or if y'all have stuff to do, cool, come over to our house for dinner.
Sure. Yeah.
It was a social event.
Potlucks, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was always a big deal.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was a lot of my life.
Wow.
I don't know how else I would have grown up. Because you see all these other people doing all these other things, and you're just like, I don't know how I would have done that.
Yeah. Huh.
So, yeah, Baptist school, learned in little booklets where Jesus plus this apostle equals 2, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it was way overboard.
Wow. Yeah, my brother, I think I've said this on here before. My brother and I were always like, but why? Mm-hmm. And we would always get in trouble because we'd always be like,
That's
are
the
you
worst.
sure?
That's the worst. Yeah, they don't want you asking questions.
And then my brother was like, but like I told you this, but he was like, where was God before the beginning?
Sure.
He was like, I think anywhere from 5 to 7 years old.
Yeah.
My mom was like, oh crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, she's like, oh, we got to go and talk to
I'm always
our pastor about this.
like, hey, cancer for babies. Explain that to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't. You go, oh, it's God's will. Well, that will sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your answer, that sucks.
I think my brother went through that because some of his close friends were murdered in high school.
Oh, really?
And it was just like, God's will? Really?
His friends were murdered
Yeah.
in high school?
Yeah, it was like a big cold case back where I grew
Where
up.
was that at?
McKinney?
I think I've watched
the Truett Street murders.
I think I've watched a documentary.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, that was
Huh.
a couple of his best friends.
Wow.
Like really close friends that grew up together, and yeah.
Were
And he was like,
were there 3 of them?
so
2 girls and a guy?
No.
Oh, maybe it's something different.
It was 3 guys and 1 lit woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and it was.
Was it ever solved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because later on, something happened where a guy shot his gun into the ceiling, and like his girlfriend called the cops or something, and they matched the bullet
Yeah.
to the bullet at
Wow.
the scene and all that stuff. But it was years later,
That's nuts.
and he's up for parole currently.
Oh, good.
And so, everyone like sends in emails
Yeah,
and it's
sure,
like, do not let,
sure. Don't let
because
this
he
guy
like
out.
knew the kid.
You know,
he knew the boys. And
That's
stuff.
the worst part of it is like once something like that happens, it's in your life forever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you can go, okay, that happened. Now let's just move on.
Mhm.
Well, no, this guy's going to get out for parole, so everybody's going to think about it again. Everybody's going to get mad again. Everybody's
Yeah.
going to send this stuff in.
Yeah, those boys are like 16 and 17
It
years
just keeps
old.
going.
And it's just like these parents, every time it comes up, they have
Yeah.
to go
Yeah.
back and
Insanity.
And
Insanity.
people have to relive the trauma of
Yeah.
like losing their son.
Yeah.
You know,
Can't even imagine.
and they're like or their family member or whatever. Because
Ugh.
yeah, so it's just like my brother went through that whole thing.
Yeah.
He was like,
Does it affect him still?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like he didn't think about it every day, but it's like weighs on him.
How old
because
is he now?
36.
Oh, okay. So it's been half his life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, when that for some reason that topic of conversation is like comes up
Yeah.
where it's like, well, because like my nephew got an autism diagnosis and they don't really think, he did that same thing then. He's
Right,
like,
right.
why is this,
Yeah,
why?
Yeah.
Why? And or why does this happen to kids like my son and all this stuff? And it's
Yeah.
like,
What do you do? Yeah.
right. And so I think he kind of relived that trauma when all this happened with my nephew, because he's like,
Sure.
what, like, what's
Yeah,
the point?
yeah.
Like, what,
You know, my wife's best friend, she was a murder-suicide thing.
awful.
That was here in town, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
You talk about a weird, like, I remember driving out there that day,
Mm-hmm.
and we had just been on the houseboat with them, like, the week before. Dude went nuts, took himself out, her out. I mean, it was crazy.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know how you ever shed that. you
I know. Yeah, and that's like,
I guess at least with that one, it's over. Now, I don't mean for the families and all that stuff,
Right.
but I'm saying
you're not having to
you
deal
don't
with
have to worry
someone-
about parole. You don't have to worry, and all that stuff. But
Yeah,
man, oof.
yeah, and we just have like the worst judicial system anyway. So
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
It's not great.
yeah, so they're like, oh, you
It's very
killed someone,
expensive.
cool. 2
Yeah.
years, you're good.
Yeah.
You're like,
We'll give you 2 years. This guy that had 3 joints, he gets life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty wild. So anyway,
Yeah. Well, happy holidays, everybody.
I know, right?
All right, last tape. Let's
Yeah.
go. What do we got? All right, this one is a TDK. It is smoky. Oh, we've had a lot of these.
Yeah.
D90. We've had pretty good success with these too.
yeah.
Now that I've said that, there's going to be a murder on this, or just Elvis.
Well, this is supposed to be our Christmas episode, and we're like, cults, murder,
Cults, murder,
religion.
copyrighted music.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, let me do some rewind in here.
Yeah.
I love that sound.
Yeah. Good news is that my Lowe's bag is still.
It's still intact.
Yeah. Oh, I had a almost knockdown drag out fight because my sweet husband was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna clean out your car. And I was like,
He almost threw your bag away.
he had it and he had it crumbled up, and I was like, give me that Lowe's bag. And he was like, why, you hoarder? And I was like, you don't understand what that Lowe's bag's been through.
I was.
And then when I told him, he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He knows the Lowe's bag is so important.
it's very important
Yeah.
to the process.
Yeah.
I was on Reddit yesterday and I just browsing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And this person said his girlfriend her car broke down, and she sent him a message. You got to come get me, or got to come help me and figure out what's wrong with the car, or whatever. And she said she broke down outside of Louis. He said he drove around for like 45 minutes looking for this place named Louis. She was looking at the Lowe's sign, but she was like at an angle, and so she just misread it and told him it was Louis.
Louis.
Oh
yeah,
because
it's like
you can see it though. Yeah,
Louis.
He's like, where the hell is this Louis?
I'm sorry, but that's on her. Does she not know what Lowe's is?
Well, it's also on him. I mean, drop a pin or something.
That's true. There's probably also people there like, oh, I have a flip phone.
Right. Yeah. Louis.
Louis.
I just thought that was fantastic. All right, here we go. Come on.
Nothing's going to be on it. Wait.
Something's on it.
Oh.
It's the sound of corduroys.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's just like it's spinning.
Yeah.
Is it just empty?
I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe the other side.
Yeah. Because it sounds like it was like turned on, like to record.
Yeah, it did.
So maybe the other side.
Yeah. You just get to the middle of the tape and they're just.
Someone's just like, hey.
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 Thanks for making it this far. Take your skin off.
Yeah, someone's just confession tape is just at the very end. It's just like the last like 4 seconds.
And I did it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
they'll never find this tape.
They'll just think it was empty.
Hey, I watched the 3-part thing on who's the girl that supposedly killed her kid and didn't call for 30 days?
Casey Anthony.
Yeah. Did you watch that?
No, I've heard that everyone's just like, cool, nothing happened. This is a money grab.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. I still don't know that there's a solution or an answer.
Do you think she did it?
I don't think she did. No.
Think her dad did?
I think her dad did, yeah.
Really?
I think her dad did something, or it was just a horrific accident.
And they just tried to cover it up.
And they just screwed it up royally.
Yeah.
But ultimately it's still his fault because he did some really awful things.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah.
And so I think he didn't want any of that to come out. Being an ex-cop, apparently in that town, he was able to just get in with the other cops, and they were like, he's just such a good guy. Well, it doesn't mean he didn't kill somebody, or whatever. So
interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. It was very good. It was very well done. And there was one moment where they're showing her footage and getting her reaction that she had never seen. And so you're like, oh, crap, how did she never see that,
I just think it's weird when they tell her, like, they found her body and she went, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's all weird. But when you also start hearing about all the things that had happened to her and how she compartmentalized everything in her head. I don't know.
think there was some mental illness.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
1000%.
embedded trauma there, I think. But
a lot of embedded trauma.
I've been trying to find the Paradise Lost documentary about the West Memphis 3.
Oh, okay.
I just listened to like a big 4-part series about like a podcast about it, and I'm really interested in it. So I'm just trying to like. I had a dream. I went to the library and found the books and got the books from the library.
You are interested.
Yeah.
I wish they would do something on, and there may be something out there, and I'm just missing it on. What was the little girl, the little stage model girl?
John Bonet.
Yeah, John Bonet. Is there anything out there that's really good about that that I'm just missing?
I listened to a good multi-part series about it.
Yeah.
They reopened the case.
No solution though, right?
No, they reopened. Okay, so the DA wouldn't reopen it because or whatever back then. Like So like the DA retired. And essentially, I think one of the cops that investigated it is now the DA.
Oh, good.
And is like, no, we're reopening it because there's stuff that they wouldn't like let us like investigate, like cover up stuff and like because like the crime scene was contaminated and like they let like 300 people in there or some crazy amount of stuff. So I feel like in the next 10 years they'll find out.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they found out who the boy in the box was.
Boy in the box.
Yeah, there was like they found like this boy like in a box, and they like never, and it was like from a year, like.
That was part of the whole thing?
No.
Oh, that was a different.
No, it was a different. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it was like a old like cold case kind of thing.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
And like
that was
all
like
his
70s or whatever when this
I think
kid
earlier.
went missing, maybe 60s.
Yeah. And so, like all of his family's dead. And so yeah, he has like like his parents are dead, but he has siblings that are still alive.
Huh.
Yeah, and they figured out who he was. So
it is just such a.
It's a weird time.
Such a fertile ground right now for that kind of stuff.
I think it's great. I think podcasts have.
I agree. I mean, look at Serial. Look what happened with Serial.
Oh my God, I know. Can you imagine, like, there's a lot of people that have gotten out of jail, gotten captured for stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and so many people are like, "There's too many true crime podcasts." And I'm like,
keeps
no,
cold cases alive.
it does.
It
doesn't matter how many there are. It takes one person hearing the right thing.
Yeah, there's no statute of limitations on that stuff. So, all right, here we go. This is the other side. Same thing.
How strange.
Huh? It is weird. It's a great sound.
Yeah, it's like someone walking in snow.
Yeah.
With swishy pants on.
Yeah, we got nothing. That's all right.
Yay!
Cool. That's okay.
I told you I was 2 for 2.
We've had some great conversations, though.
I know.
I really enjoyed this. Yeah,
Everyone's like, this podcast is more.
They didn't find any sound.
I know.
What happened? They found Elvis. I can
found
find that.
Elvis a million times. We found some stuff.
Did we ever listen to the spy tape? We did, didn't we? Because it was all those news things. It was about that bomber.
We never listened. Yeah.
Yeah,
we did.
Because it was all those radio broadcasts, and it was all about that ABC bomber.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Alphabet bomber.
Alphabet bomber, yeah.
Did you release the full one?
I don't think I have. Yeah, I'd like to. I need to.
That could be our holiday. Be like, I know everyone has been wanting to hear.
You want that? You want that, folks?
Yeah, you
all
want
right.
it.
Guess what you get? You get the spy tape, folks.
For Christmas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere.
Oh, it's here. I think it's actually up on that shelf. I don't know for some reason. Oh, because we didn't record it the first time.
We like recorded it, but didn't record it.
Yeah, and so it holds a special place of prominence. I was digging through some stuff because I got an office yesterday, and I was digging through some stuff, and I was like, "Holy crap, we have a lot of tapes!" Like I keep finding them.
Yeah, there was like tapes everywhere. Like there was at one point in my life. There'd be like one on my nightstand and one, and like, because I was like, I need to remember where this is until I can put it in the Lowe's bag.
That's great.
And there'd just be like today I had to drive back home to find the empty tape.
Oh, that's okay.
Because it was on my bar on my island.
Yeah.
Under a bag, and I knew where it was because I'm like a visual person. So I was like, it's under that thank you bag on the island.
Well, thank you for bringing in the tapes. I appreciate it. I hope to have some next time.
Yeah.
And if not, we'll figure something out. But
yeah,
I just always enjoy talking to you, Kate. It's always fun.
I know. It's really fun. Maybe we can do like a found item one and do a visual one.
Hey, look at this. Oh, wait.
No, we can do a recorded one.
I guess we could. We could do a video. Sure.
Yeah. I have like the perfect item.
Do you?
Oh yeah. I've been like, cause everyone's like, you should put it at the store, and I'm like, it's like a weird thing, and it has like a good story.
Oh.
And I'm like, I can't do it till if we ever do like
that
a
would
visual.
Be cool.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, we'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that will be like
Sit
our
on
last one for the year.
Goofy ass couches and show off a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A weird thing.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Well, here we go. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Until I look back and see how deep my valley, how high the hill, and each step nearer to eternity. I know not what my future holds.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast. Bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Mike.
And we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.